This is the last week of the year 2023. There'll still be one more week in the NFL with week 18 in 2024. But week 17 starts this Thursday night in Cleveland, the city that rocks. By the way, just to give you the heads up, I went 10-6 last week in week 16, now at 144 wins and 97 losses. Okay, this Thursday, Cleveland Browns at 10-5 hosting the New York Football Jets, who are out of it. The Browns need to win to get in the playoffs, and I think they're going to do that. I know the Brownies are dinged up, but the Jets are the Jets, and it doesn't look like Zach Wilson's going to play this game, which further complicates matters, because sometimes he's good and sometimes he's not, but who else do they have if he's out, even if he's bad, right? And then Saturday, this is basically going to be ESPN's Monday Night Football on a Saturday. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. This Saturday at 8:15 p.m., it's a good one until you find out that the Dallas Cowboys are actually good at home, and it's not so good. The Dallas Cowboys are 10-5, the Detroit Lions are 11-4, and because of that being it's in Arlington, I'm going to take the Cowboys. Now we go to Sunday games. These are all Sunday games on New Year's Eve, the final day of 2023. Thank goodness. Starts off Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS, an AFC East showdown, and there's going to be 5 divisional showdowns, by the way, this week 17. This is the first of 5. The 4-11 New England Patriots are at the 9-6 Buffalo Bills, and the Bills are hot right now. They're a team that you don't want to play. Now, I know they barely escaped Inglewood, California with a win. They've got new life, though, now, and it's at home. In Orchard Park, New York, and I'm going to take the Bills in this one. Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS, the Atlanta Falcons at 7-8 at the Chicago Bears, who are 6-9. Chicago wins this. They continue I think they need help to try to get in. The Atlanta Falcons pretty much lose this, then it's over. But I don't think they're going to lose it. I think they're going to win it. 1 p.m. on CBS. This is a good one. Because, again, 75% of teams are still in it, by the way, as of right now. 75% of the NFL's teams are still in it. That will change after this weekend, I understand. It's an incredible stat to know. And this hasn't exactly been the greatest football ever played in the history of the game. This is not one of the great seasons in the NFL in terms of injuries and controversies. And there's always controversies, just the quality of play hasn't been the greatest. We can at least admit that. The 7-8 Las Vegas Raiders at the 8-7 Indianapolis Colts. I think Minshew mania continues, even though there are times where it has sputtered. It's at Indy, and I think the Colts keep their playoff hopes alive with a win. Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox. I think there are 2 teams you don't want to play if they get to the playoffs. The Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams, who just won the Super Bowl 2 years ago. They're 8-7. They're at the 5-10 New York Football Giants, the G-Men. Tyrod Taylor will get the nod at quarterback for the G-Men. I'm going to take the Rams in this one. Sorry, Carrie. And then also at 1 p.m. on Sunday, this game has gone to the birds. The Arizona Cardinals at 3-12 at the reigning, defending, undisputed NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles, who are 11-4. I'm going to take the Eagles in this one, and I don't think it's going to even be remotely close. Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox. Win and they're in. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who have won 4 in a row, and Baker Mayfield has been playing out of his mind. His Tampa Bay Bucs are 8-7. The New Orleans Saints come in as a divisional rival at 7-8, an NFC South showdown. Now, the Saints play better on the road. However, Derek Carr is dinged up. Alvin Kamara is dinged up. Too many players dinged up. I got the Bucs in this one. I know someone who's going to that Bucs game, by the way. So wear that old creamsicle hat with pride, because maybe they're going to wear it this Sunday. I don't know. Maybe they will. This Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox, the San Francisco 49ers 11-4 at the 4-11 Washington Commanders, and Jacoby Brissett will get the nod at quarterback for the Commies. And despite the loss that the Niners had against one Beltway team in Santa Clara, now they're going to Landover, Maryland this Sunday, I got the Niners all over in this one. Definitely going to win this one. Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS, a battle of 1995 expansion teams. as the 8-7 slumping Jacksonville Jaguars host the 2-13 Carolina Panthers. I'll take the Jags in this one. Sunday at 4 p.m. on CBS. This should be a good one. This should be a good one. Okay, here we go. Maybe they should swap out the Chargers and the Broncos for the Ravens hosting the Dolphins. This could determine the AFC in terms of seeding. Finns are 11-4. Ravens are 12-3. Now remember, if the Ravens lose this game, they're 12-4. The Dolphins win, they're 12-4. And then tiebreaker scenarios would favor the Dolphins based on the head-to-head matchup. I want to take Miami so bad, but I think the weather, I don't know what the weather's going to entail in Baltimore. I'd have to imagine it's not going to be the greatest weather because, it's the East Coast, and that tends to happen in late December, early January. And I just don't think the Finns are accustomed to this. I'm going to take the Ravens. And then we've got another divisional matchup Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox. The Tennessee Titans, who are eliminated from playoff contention, by the way, at 5-10, are at the 8-7 Houston Texans. And I'm going to take the Texans in this one. I think C.J. Stroud will come back and be a difference maker for the Houston Texans, who are not out of it yet, believe it or not. 4:05 p.m. on Sunday on Fox, a Super Bowl 40 rematch. Man, that was a terrible Super Bowl. It was good for the Steelers, at least. The 8-7 Pittsburgh Steelers, they're back in it. When are they not? Right? When are they ever not in it? At the 8-7 Seattle Seahawks. And the 12th man will be loud and proud, and I think because of that, Mason Rudolph, his name was Rudolph, and of course he had to deliver presents. Well, Christmas is over now, and I think the presents will now be lumps of coal for the Steelers. I think it'll be close, though, but the Seabags come away with the win in Coffee City, USA. 4:25 p.m. on CBS, the 5-10 Los Angeles Chargers at the 7-8 Denver Broncos. And Russ Wilson is benched. Jared Stidham of New England Patriots and Las Vegas Raiders fame will get the nod the last two games of the season for Denver. I don't think it would have mattered. Russ Wilson, Mr. Wilson, Jared Stidham, John Elway. Now I've got the Broncos winning this one quite convincingly. Next. This is a good one all of a sudden. Well, the schedule makers made it good, and they didn't realize that Joe Burrow would be out. The 8-7 Cincinnati Bengals at the reigning defending undisputed Super Bowl champion slumping Kansas City Chiefs, who are 9-6. It's a 4:25 p.m. kickoff on CBS. You know that's a Nance and Romo game. Here we go. I'm going to take Kansas City. Although, it wouldn't surprise me if Cincinnati wins this. They've got to win this, though, because their playoff hopes are now are hanging by a thread because of the loss at Pittsburgh on Saturday. And then, Sunday Night Football, 8:20 p.m. kickoff on NBC. The 7-8 Green Bay Packers at the 7-8 Minnesota Vikings. Whoever loses this game is eliminated from playoff contention, because the tiebreaker scenarios do not favor either team, and they can't get the division because the NFC North goes to the Detroit Lions, who won it last week against Minnesota. I'm going to take the Packers in this one. I know Jaire Alexander is injured, but I think Jordan Love, primetime spotlight, hasn't really proven to be the difference maker in that regard, will be the difference maker in this regard, and they'll get the victory, and they will knock the Minnesota Vikings out of playoff contention. Okay, week 17, Cleveland, Dallas, Buffalo, Atlanta, Indianapolis, the LA Rams, Philadelphia, Tampa Bay, San Francisco, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Houston, Seattle, Denver, Kansas City, and Green Bay. This is the last time I do these in the year 2023. Back at it. If you saw J-Dawg today, my 1989 NHL All-Star Game puck, the one that was held in Edmonton, was a rare one to get. Probably because, I don't know, it was Gretzky's return as a member this time of the LA Kings coming to Edmonton, so an emotional farewell. Maybe that's the reason why. It hasn't been held in Edmonton since. You could say that about a lot of cities, though, in the NHL, but there's me talking about that on J-Dawg today. And then J-Dawg today on Friday, J-Dawg today on Saturday, and J-Dawg today on Sunday, and that will be it for J-Dawg today forever and ever and ever. The recap will come next Tuesday. That's right. Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024 will be the recap. And then the playoffs, we'll do J-Dawg's playoff picks on Friday, next Friday. No, not next Friday. We still have one more week to go. J-Dawg. What are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? Don't jump ahead of yourself. What are you doing? Okay. J-Dawg's Fearless Football picks for Week 18 will be next Thursday in the new year of 2024. That's what I meant to say. I just want to get to 2024, okay? You don't realize how bad of a year I've had. I just want to get to 2024. I don't want to rush it, but I do want to rush it. Anyway, I'm rambling on here. The next time I do this will be next Thursday, Week 18, for J-Dawg's Fearless Football picks on this here YouTube channel. The recap will be for Week 17 next Tuesday around 10:30 in the morning, I believe. 10:30, yeah, it'll be 10:30. Then, again, there's only 3 more editions of J-Dawg today. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. What am I going to be talking about? You'll have to tune in and find out. That's a tease.